A lot of people ask me how a 94 engine can go into a 93 frame. I don't know about the frames before 93, but there was only one change that I've seen. This is your motor mount right here, okay? And the front of your engine has two little ears that come down. They fit right here and right here. Well, this is about an 8-inch bolt. Now with the older 93 frame size, this hole in here is about a 10 millimeter. Let's just say it's 10 millimeter. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, the new hole in the 94 through 2001 frames are 12 millimeters. Therefore, if you stuck the stock screw through it, the bolt, it would rattle around. So what you can do is you can order a couple of stainless steel spacers that are on parts of this engine for, I don't know, $1 a piece. You put these on your rod here, the bolt, and get them to level in right, or, well, you leave them right here, to tell you the truth. These will fit in the ears of the motor. The ears are what is the bigger size. So when the ears fit on this from the engine, there's only 3 parts the engine mounts. It mounts right here and right here on the front of the frame, and it mounts on the back of the frame with the shock absorber mount. So that's how you do it. It's very simple, but if you do it, you'll avoid a lot of rattling, and it only costs you a couple of bucks. And then down here I have a foam rubber half ball. This is a doorstop with glue on it, and I put it under the footrest right here, so that when this gets kicked back up under the frame, that these footrests are dropped down about, I don't know, an inch from its fully closed position, and that means that these will not tap on your racing pipe, which gets really annoying after a while because it clacks a lot. This is what the bottom front motor mount looks like. These two dowels fit about, I don't know, right, one fits here and one fits right over here. What I like to do is take the dowels out, and I don't put them on the shaft right here. What I do is I take the dowels, and I'll show you here. I take the dowels, and they fit right in these little tiny rubber frame mounts, or engine mounts right here. I'll take the dowels, I'll put a little bit of glue on them just to hold them in place, any kind of glue, and I will stick them in the 12 millimeter holes right here and right here to hold them in there, and that way when I run my motor mount bolt all the way through, that it's not going to clack around. It's going to be nice and tight, especially with the engine that makes that much noise, that much vibration, I'm sorry. But that's how you do it. That's the only thing you need to do to put a 1994 to 2001 engine into a 90, I think like a 92 or 93 frame, because I have a 93 frame. And here's the little ball I bought for $1 at the doorstop, foam doorstop, and you can see where it's gray right there. That's where it bounces up against the motor, and what that does is it keeps one of these steel sides from bouncing against the bigger expansion chamber pipe. And you can buy these for, I don't know, about $1 a piece, and they'll fit. Each one fits right in here. Put one on that side, one on the other side, and you're good to go. It's a real simple fix, works really well. Oh, and here's one of the dowels as it's fit in. Now, that dowel right there is only partially put in so that I could show you. When the dowel is fully seated, it absolutely perfectly is flush with this side of the motor and the other side. Come on. And this is where I've started to put in my water-cooled work here. You can see that I've run hose. This is your evacuation hose from the top of the engine. It comes down by the motor. You got to be real careful that it doesn't rub against here, because the motor does go up and down. And then it goes underneath this nameplate, which got the numbers on it, up through the little space between the plastics and all the way to the top. And I use I don't use the hose that came with the kit. I use a little bit thinner diameter, because that seems to work with this type of bike. Oh. And this was a pretty cool American car that I saw. It's a Corvette. I saw this at a fair. Every time you go to a fair in America, they have a car collections. And nowadays they don't have them so much anymore, because with the internet and so much knowledge, you can find the cars anywhere. But that's 2004 or 5 Corvette with a really nice purple paint job. And this model is probably, it's not a special model like a ZR1 or, I just think the Corvettes have just become too passe. They just don't, you don't know if you're really getting a race model or ordinary model. They don't really stand out as much. And this is a V8 with a, who knows? And they're really expensive. So it's nice to look at. Here's how the cylinder comes down. This is a really nice kit. They make this in a couple of different styles. When I bought the kit, it came with the piston, a cylinder head, your wrist pin clips, all your mounting hardware. Plus, it came with a number of feet of rubber hose, the radiator fittings, and it was a nice kit overall. So that's how we build the stroker motor that I built, and I hope that some of you out there can, instead of someone just talking and telling you what the problem is, you can take a look and see for yourself that it's really pretty easy if you just take your time. It's the first motor I've ever built, because I'm not a motor person. So anyway, this is Randy H. I hope you liked it, and keep on building those fast engines. Rock on, my friends.